pleasant duty to welcome you all to the review of how our 2022 to 2026 strategic plan has performed so far. During the next 4 days and under the guidance of experts, we will reflect on our progress, take time to celebrate some of our achievements, and discuss the challenges that we've encountered along the way. Like I said, Director Mumba, this is the first time you're interacting with this team, but I would like to introduce the engine behind what you'll be hearing about occupational health. These are the colleagues who drive the documents you see us push and are behind what we'll be reviewing the next 4 to 5 days. The team you see here are eager to actually also see the review of our legislation so that we can realize protection of workers across all sectors. This week will grant us an opportunity to engage in meaningful dialogue over what we are doing, how we are doing it, and why we continue to do it. It will also enable us to review where we can do better to ensure we safeguard the health and safety of the entire Zambian workforce. We must continue to remind ourselves that occupational health and safety is fundamental to securing economic development through productivity at individual, household, and eventually at national level, as we feed into important global and national developmental targets such as the 8th National Development Plan and Vision 2030. We will review the goals that we set for ourselves, the strategies we put to implement the same, but most importantly, we'll review what these goals and strategies have achieved so far. As such, the review will not just be a look at our past, but it will also shape how we'll do things tomorrow. In view of this, we must identify areas for improvement, strengthen our approach and our targets as we move forward. Let's make this week productive and impactful as we work together toward ensuring our vision of being that center of excellence in the provision of OHSI services, not just for Zambia, but for the region. As such, I wish us a very productive, impactful week, and a week in which we all deliberate, as is our normal culture. Thank you very much.
It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the performance assessment and mid-term review of the Strategic Plan 2022 to 2026 for the Occupational Health and Safety Institute. Today marks a critical milestone in our collective journey towards achieving the objectives and goals we set for ourselves in the period 2022 to 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, as you are all aware, the strategic plan serves as the compass that guides our actions, decisions, and resource allocation. It is the foundation upon which we build our programs, initiatives, and services, ensuring that we remain focused, effective, and accountable. The 2022 to 2026 strategic plan has provided and will continue to provide an operational framework to allow the Institute to effectively and efficiently provide occupational health and safety services to all the sectors in line with the Occupational Health and Safety Act number 36 of 2010. Therefore, the midterm review is not just an exercise in evaluation, it is an opportunity to reflect, learn, and innovate. It is a time to celebrate the progress we have made, identify the challenges we face, and recalibrate our strategies to ensure that we remain on track to meet our targets by end of the plan. Colleagues, may I remind you that this workshop has several key objectives. One, performance evaluation. That is to assess the progress we have made so far in implementing the strategic plan, highlighting both our achievements and areas that require improvement. Second, identifying challenges to analyze the obstacles and bottlenecks that may have hindered our progress and discuss practical solutions to overcome them. The third one is aligning of priorities to ensure that our efforts remain aligned with the overall vision, mission, and goals of the strategic plan. And fourth, strengthening collaboration to foster greater collaboration, teamwork, and synergy among all stakeholders involved in the implementation process. Director Chakulimba, allow me, before we delve into the details, to take a moment in acknowledging the hard work and dedication of everyone who has contributed to the implementation of the strategic plan thus far. Your commitment, creativity, perseverance have been instrumental in driving progress, and I commend you for your efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, while we celebrate our accomplishments, we must also remain mindful of the challenges that lie ahead. The dynamic nature of our operating environment demands that we remain agile, adaptable, and forward-thinking. This workshop provides us with a perfect platform to address these challenges head-on, and to develop actionable solutions that will ensure the successful implementation of the strategic plan. Ladies and gentlemen, as we embark on the discussions and activities planned for this workshop, I encourage each of you to actively participate, share your insights, and collaborate with your colleagues. Let us approach this review with an open mind, a spirit of innovation, and a shared commitment to excellency. Together, we have the power to transform challenges into opportunities and to drive meaningful and lasting impact. Therefore, let us make the most of this opportunity to strengthen our efforts and to pave way for continued success. As you are aware, the Ministry of Finance and National Planning budgeting cycle has already commenced. A circular was expected last Friday in line with the National Planning and Budgeting Act number 1 of 2020. However, we have learned that this circular will be issued in a few days to come, maybe before Friday. I therefore wish to request your office, Madam, to create time after we are done with this exercise to review the performance of the 2025 budget and key outputs, as well as agree on the targets for the 2026 budget. This small exercise will enable us to manage time in the preparation of the 2026 budget. As I conclude my remarks, I would like to reiterate my gratitude to all of you for your anticipated dedication and contribution during this workshop. I'm confident that through our collective efforts, we will achieve the goals outlined in our strategic plan and make a positive difference in the lives of the people and communities we serve. With these remarks, it is now my singular honor to declare the meeting officially open.